Let us solve a question on elasticity of substitution. The question is, consider a production function y is equal to a times log of L plus 1 minus a times log of k. The value of a lies between 0 and 1 and a is not equal to 0.5, where y denotes the output, L is labor and k is the capital. We have to find out the absolute value of elasticity of substitution of the given production function. Okay, so what is meant by the elasticity of substitution? Elasticity of substitution measures how the capital labor ratio changes relative to the change in the marginal rate of technical substitution between capital and labor. Okay, and the formula is simple, that is elasticity of substitution. Let's denote it by this symbol. It is simply equal to the change in, and let me write it here, elasticity of substitution is equal to the change in the capital labor ratio relative to the change in the marginal rate of technical substitution times, and we know by elasticity we write here into m r ts upon k upon L. Okay, this is the formula for elasticity of substitution. Now here what we need to do then, given this production function, so first we need to find out the marginal rate of technical substitution. So marginal rate of technical substitution between capital and labor is being given as the marginal product of labor upon marginal product of capital, which is simply equal to, we know that marginal product of labor means the partial derivative of the given production function with respect to L, and similarly MPK means the partial derivative of the given production function with respect to K. Okay, so let us take the derivatives here. So del y upon del L is the partial derivative of this function with respect to L. The derivative of L, rather we have first a here, and derivative of log of L is 1 upon L. Okay, this is dy upon dl. Similarly dy upon dl, dy upon dk, the partial derivative of the production function with respect to capital, which is being given as the marginal product of capital, is simply the equal to, we take the partial derivative of this function with respect to k. Since no k is involved in the first term, its derivative is 0. The derivative of, so first we have 1 minus a, and derivative of log of k, as we know, it is equal to 1 upon k. Okay, so what will be then the marginal rate of technical substitution? So m or ts will be equal to the ratio of these two derivatives, that is the marginal product of labor. We calculated it as a upon L, and rather let's write it in this fashion, a into 1 upon L divided by the marginal product of capital is 1 minus a times 1 upon k. Okay, solving this further, we can write it in this fashion, a, or let's write it here, MRTS. So MRTS is equal to a upon 1 minus a times, so 1 upon L divided by 1 upon k, it will become k upon L. Okay, so this is our marginal rate of technical substitution. Now what is then, so we need to find out this derivative, the derivative of capital labor ratio with respect to derivative of marginal rate of technical substitution here. So let us first take the derivative of the marginal rate of technical substitution. The derivative of marginal rate of technical substitution with respect to the capital labor ratio. Okay, so we differentiate this function with respect to k upon L. Okay, so the derivative of k upon L, since we are taking it as one term here, so its derivative will be equal to 1, so we are left with a upon 1 minus a. Okay, then elasticity of substitution will be equal to, so dk up, rather we need to find out this dkl K upon L upon d MRTS. Okay, let's reciprocate it. So we can write it as del K upon L divided by del MRTS. Okay, we are just reciprocating this, so we will get 1 minus A divided by A. Okay, reciprocating both sides, we get this stuff. Now the elasticity of substitution, as we know, will be equal to, and let's write it here. Let's write the formula here. So we have the elasticity of substitution is equal to dKL upon dMRTS, which is equal to 1 minus A upon A times the MRTS. So MRTS we calculated it as this very function, that is A divided by 1 minus A divided by capital labor ratio. Okay, divided by K upon L. So here we have MRTS is equal to actually K upon L is also here. Okay, so elasticity of substitution is this very derivative, which we calculated here as this. So I have written it here, times MRTS. MRTS is this very stuff, and I have written it here, divided by capital labor ratio. Okay, so here KL and KL gets cancelled, so we are left with 1 minus A divided by A into, here we are left with A divided by 1 minus A. Okay, this gets cancelled, so elasticity of substitution will be equal to 1. Okay, so this elasticity of substitution measures how the capital labor ratio changes relative to the change in the marginal rate of technical substitution. Okay, I hope I make myself clear in this video. Thank you.